Aries and cross watchers. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Today we are going to take a look at your weekly tarot reading for January 25th through the 31st. So let's see here, Aries, what we can see for you guys. Please keep in mind, guys, these messages here on YouTube are general. They're not going to resonate every time with every person. You are more than welcome to check other signs within your birth chart. I also do a drawing here on the channel every month for free personal readings. If that's something that you guys want to get entered into, comment your astrological sign below. And last but certainly not least, I pull a power thought card at the end of every message, just for that little positive boost, a little positive affirmation. So Aries, have everything coming out all at once. Conclusion, High Priestess of Earth, and wishing. I get the sense here that something that you've really put your heart into, really wished for, is coming to an end. And I really get the sense here, Aries, that there's a need here with the High Priestess of Earth to focus on self-care. Now with the conclusion card here, this card talks about an ending, making way for a new opportunity. We know that every time one door closes, another door opens, right? So let's see. When one door closes, another door opens. So let's see here, Aries, for you. We're going to start with the Fairy Tarot, and then we will jump in. We'll break it down day by day, per se. It doesn't always have to align. It's going to for a majority of you, but remember, energy time is fluid in these readings, as well as roles can be reversed. So keep that in mind. Let's see. Most important message here, Spirit, for Aries. What information can we give them about these doors? One more card, please. Thank you. Three of Spring on the bottom. This is the Three of Wands. Okay, talking about planning, making a plan for your next steps with your eye on the long term. Now let's see what we got here. So I know this was one of the first cards out right here. Okay, so we see here that there is definitely withholding. There's some resistance. I feel like there's a decision that you made. I feel like this decision has already been made. It was hard to make this decision, and I feel like you're still kind of looking back on the past because of this sadness coming up. Now, as usual, Aries, you're working hard as ever at your career, your goals, your finances, what have you, in your financial sector, but it's kind of like your relationships are lacking a little bit right now. So Four of Summer is the Four of Cups, right? This is looking back, being distracted, not being able to see opportunities in front of you. And I feel like this is because of this decision. The Two of Autumn is the Two of Pentacles. This decision that you made that's caused sadness, that caused heartache with the Three of Swords, right? Now with the Ace of Autumn, Ace of Pentacles, working hard, right? Bringing in that cash, bringing in that money, whatever the case may be here, Aries, but you're still looking back on your decision that you made to walk away, okay? I do feel like there is a need to look back at this situation a little bit more practically. I'm not saying to only focus on the negative, But I kind of feel the same as I was feeling in the Gemini reading, where you kind of need to take off those rose-colored glasses and look at this pros and cons, both the negative and the positive. Two of Autumn, Two of Pentacles, you know, weighing options, looking at both sides of the coin, okay? Let's break it down. Let's see what's going on here. I do feel like this situation that you walked away from, it was something that you really set your heart into. And it was hard to walk away from that decision, but there was probably some secrets that came out that were hard to hear. Trust the process. Trust the process here, Aries. And remember, awakening, this is the Hanged Man. So changing your perspective. I feel like just taking off those rose-colored glasses and focusing on the practicality in the situation, both sides of the coin, so the negative and the positive, weigh the pros and the cons. First card out is the Magician in reverse. This could be your energy, but I feel like it's the reason you walked away. The Magician in reverse talks about tricks. It's like using your power for the wrong reason. Like sorcery, magic. Hierophant. So they could have been lying about marriage. Lying about being married. Death card. This is transformation. So the death card doesn't always have to be negative. It just simply means changing. And the Hanged Man is right before the death card in the tarot. So consecutive numbers. I feel like there is a heavy lesson that you're learning within all of this, okay? And I feel like it has to do with paying attention, okay? Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. See, so there's this progression in all these numbers, right? There's this progression. 2 to the 3. So understand here, Aries, that there is a heavy lesson, especially with the Death card coming out. This is going to change you. All right, so the Five of Pentacles is walking away, right? Feeling left. I feel like right now you're looking back at this situation like it was all your part. And that's where this practicality needs to come in, Aries, because you need to look at the situation more practical. Like, yeah, you played parts to bring it to this point, but this person also didn't do their part. And there was a reason you were reacting the way that you did. Okay? Page of Swords. This very well could be a swift message. It also could be somebody spying. I feel like this is you, Aries. I feel like you may be looking back at the situation or always trying to look for this person. This very well could be the other person, though. They could be coming back and looking, seeing what you got going on, you know, what you're doing. So again, that progression, I'm seeing a progression here, okay? I feel like there was a need here for acceptance in this situation. This is bringing on a completion of a cycle, though, for sure, okay? And fate is definitely here. Also, really quickly, Aries, this is a lot of major arcana. So like I keep mentioning, this is a major shift, a major change. I feel like that's why there's this need for self-care. This High Priestess of Earth is paying attention, taking care of your health, taking care of yourself first, focusing on, you know, taking your vitamins every day and going to the gym or tanning or whatever it is that is going to make you happy. Going to keep that energy flowing, keep that energy pumping, okay? Maybe it's going to work, right? Maybe that's where you find your solace, is going to work. It's fine. Just remember that everything needs to be in balance. Everything needs to be balanced out. The wheel and the world. So this is definitely a fated event. And it's happening. Timing is at play. Okay. So I really feel here that, let's see, we got several fours as well. So maybe 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. I do feel like changing your perspective, looking at the situation practically is the biggest thing. This person may try to come back. Very well may try to come back, but I feel like you're not having this. If they do try to come back, you're blocking this. Okay? I do feel like you're just releasing. You're releasing the burden and moving forward. Focusing on your money, your career, finances, also this healing process, right? I do feel like this person may come back. So, you know, it's up to you whether you have a conversation to let them know that this is over or not. But I feel like you're on the defense. You're not going to. If they message you or try to get a hold of you, you're just going to rip their head off, is what I'm hearing. So I don't know what that means. Maybe cut their head off with the Knight of Swords, with the sword ready for battle. I'm not sure, but I do feel like the thinking, there is a lot of thinking process. There's a lot of swords coming out here. So a lot of in your head, a lot of how you're thinking about the situation is what's holding you back. There very well could be an aha moment. So, Aries. You guys are amazing. You understand that, right? I do want to do an extended reading on this. I'm going to take a look at, we'll take a look at this person that you're walking away from. We'll see what they're coming across as. I know that's probably irrelevant to you, but we'll also pull some guidance cards, and I'm also going to pull the soul action card. So we'll get some advice in this reading, see what we can see over there in the extended. The link will be below if that's something you want to join in on. Power thought card for you, Aries, is I am safe. It's only change. I cross all bridges with joy and ease. The old unfolds into wonderful new experiences. My life gets better all the time. I am safe. It's only change. So, Libra, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, sharing the content. You guys are amazing. If you want to get in on the extended reading, link is below in the description box. Otherwise, thank you again, and I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.